Hello, I'm here outside the High Court and I want to report on a case that I sat in on today. But before I do that, I would just like you to go to my YouTube channel and please subscribe. I want to get the number of subscribers to 1,000 and then I'll be able to broadcast live on YouTube platform as well. So I'd really appreciate that. And every time I do this, I forget to acknowledge the great work that Deirdre, who is with me, she does all the camera work, does all the editing, and without her, I just wouldn't be able to do what I am doing. So, as I was saying, I sat in on a High Court case today, and I just wait now until the Lewis goes by. It's like O'Connell Street here, it's very busy, and I just hope that the sound is okay and that you are hearing me. I sat in on a High Court case today. I cannot name the mother because there are very strict conditions around the in-camera rule. For those of you who don't know what the in-camera rule is, basically it's a rule that pertains to people that are engaged in family law proceedings, and it means that nothing can be reported on that happens in the family law court. So, for fear that I could be in breach of the in-camera rule, I will not name the mother involved. And the second thing I want to say is that I have never ever before reported on a court case. So this is my first time. So please bear with me if my terminology isn't correct. It's not deliberate. I'm not deliberately trying to mislead you. It's just that I'm ignorant of the correct language and terminology that I should be using. So in this particular case, the mother breached the in-camera rule a number of times by posting material on social media in relation to the proceedings that had taken place in the family law court. This matter came before the district court a number of times, and the response of the district court judge was to jail her for 9 months. She served 1 week of that prison sentence and was let out on bail, subject to very strict conditions, and some of those conditions included that she was not allowed to post anything on social media. She breached the bail conditions, and this matter came before the High Court last Monday and was heard by Mr. Justice MacDonald, who adjourned it until today. The matter came before Mr. Justice Allen today, and first off, the legal representatives for TUSLA wanted this matter to be heard in camera. There were quite a substantial number of supporters of this mother in court, and the judge overruled this request and said that it was in the public interest that the people present with the mother in the court hear what was going on. Then the legal representatives for TUSLA read the transcripts of several videos that were posted on social media by this mother. And to cut a long story short, the mother was then called to the stand. There was no question that she had breached her bail conditions, and she was aware of this, and the judge then said that he had to use compassion in dealing with the case, and he seemed to understand what she's been going through with TUSLA. So he certainly came across to me as being an extremely compassionate man. But he was there to uphold the law. The law had been broken, and as a judge, he didn't have any anything open to him except to uphold the law. That's his brief, to make sure that the law is upheld. So what he did was he revoked the existing bail conditions and he issued new bail conditions whereby the mother cannot post anything on social media relating to this family law case. And he warned the mother that if she breaches these bail conditions, that he doesn't have a choice in the matter. If it comes before him again, he has to uphold the law of the land, and he will have no alternative open to him except to send her back to jail. So I think that this is a huge step forward, because I suppose for the first time now that we actually have, to my knowledge, we actually have a case where the in-camera rule is set aside and people like myself were able to sit in open court and hear the court proceedings. And I think that's a huge step forward. And also, and this is just my opinion, I witnessed firsthand the court in operation and the judgment made by the judge. And I spoke to a number of people afterwards, and I think there was general agreement that he was very compassionate towards this mother, and I think she would agree with that herself. So that then is more or less a summary of what has happened today. The reason why I've decided to go live is it's going to be reported in mainstream media, but a lot of people wouldn't really know or wouldn't really bother reading it. But I think it's very, very important as we go forward with mothers who are struggling with TUSLA, and the Alliance of Birth Mothers Campaigning Against Justice have a Facebook page, ABC, Alliance of Birth Mothers Campaigning Against Justice. So please like and subscribe to that page, and that page will contain information and updates on where the Alliance is going in taking on the triad, TUSLA, the family law courts, and An Garda Síochána. So thank you very much for watching, and as I say, please subscribe to my YouTube page. You'll never ever be asked for money. It's just that I need to get 1,000 subscribers to be able to go live on YouTube and get out to a wider audience beyond Facebook. And once again, many thanks to Deirdre, who is making all of this possible.